Oh man, I got a message out there from Notary World saying, "Let's go, let's get this party started." Hey, my big J cup is empty today, so I got the little red bottle here. Don't hate. All right, here, let's get some other things turned on. Let's get that thing going live. All right. So let's talk about money. We get a lot of questions from folks asking, how much can I make fingerprinting? How much do other people make fingerprinting? And they spend all this time trying to get that specific answer. So let me give you a shortcut to that particular question there. Hell if I know. I don't know, and nor do you. Let me explain why as we go in this particular session. There's a lot of things you could do to do the market analysis, do some number crunching, and trying to figure things out specifically how much it's going to make. But really, it depends on you. Okay, there's different questions you need to ask yourself. You need to take in consideration on how much you're going to make providing a fingerprint business. Do you travel? Do you provide mobile fingerprinting? Are you operating from home? Are you operating from a virtual office? Are you operating from a physical brick and mortar, a real office? There's expenses involved. Are you doing live scan fingerprinting? Or are you going to do ink card fingerprinting? Okay? There's a lot of things you need to take into consideration when you do this particular service to the public. Excuse me here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and turn the light on because I need to show off my good-looking character there. Add some lightness to the thing here. So let's continue. So if you really want to find out how much you're going to make, you need to break out your computer, break out some spreadsheets, and do a cost analysis. But some of the best things you might want to do is just check in the area where you plan to fingerprint at. Snoop around. Find out who's fingerprinting at a location near you. Go there and get Liv Scan done and see how many people are in their office. Are they waiting in line? Figure out how many people come there on a daily basis to get fingerprinted. And these are raw numbers that are very close to what you may be able to do yourself, or perhaps better. Are there locations around you operating fingerprinting Monday through Friday? Or is it also the weekends included? Are they only fingerprinting part-time days throughout the week? Perhaps they might work 8 hours one day, perhaps 4 hours the next day. Just look at the volume and average it out. It's not really rocket science you need to be doing to figure out how much you can make doing fingerprinting. Take some things in consideration. If you're doing live scan transmissions for your particular state, you need to focus on your revenue, what you're bringing in that goes in your business, in your pocket, not the expenses right now. Let's figure out how much you're going to make. Figure out how many people you think you're able to fingerprint in a particular day, and how much you can charge each person, your rolling fee, your profit to fingerprint. Don't take in consideration why you're collecting government fees too as part of your profit. That's not going to happen. You get in trouble for that. So if you're doing live scan transmissions, you need to figure out how much are you going to charge them to fingerprint them. This is what you're going to charge. Not what the next person is charging down the street. I don't give a darn what they're charging. I don't care. You need to focus on your profit margins. Perhaps the place down the street might be charging a person $57 a rolling fee. And yes, I think that is pretty close to the number I saw in a place called Sacramento, California. I want to name the agency. I believe they're charging $57 for a rolling fee. And you know what? They don't have bills. This particular agency has a budget. And they're based in Sacramento, California. And they have budgets. Our bills fund their budgets. I leave it like that. So if you're trying to make money fingerprinting, put a price out there, service fee out there where you could bring in some profit. not where you can stay broke all the time. And then ask yourself, are you willing and able to put yourself in a position to handle 5 people a day, to handle 10 people a day, to handle 20 plus people a day, just by yourself? And are you willing and able to work Monday through Friday, or perhaps on the weekend, perhaps on a Saturday? Or are you willing to travel a half hour from your location to do a mobile service? Are you willing to travel an hour away from your location to do a mobile service? Are you willing to travel 2 hours away to do a mobile service? We would, JW would. And are you willing and able to change your mindset to have a service fee that represent the services you bring to the table? I'm not talking about what your competitors are doing, your so-called competitors. I'm talking about, are you willing to have your prices, your service fees reflect on the value you bring to the table? Now, this particular agency I mentioned that's in a small country called Sacramento, California, they charge him, I think, $57 per person for a rolling fee. And people go there, and they're not going to complain. They're going to pay it, plus the government fee on top of that. Because it's about perceived value, what this particular agency is doing for that service. Are you going to do the same thing yourself? So versus trying to find out how much other people are charging, you need to ask yourself how much you're going to charge a customer and what you're going to bring to the table to make yourself different from everybody else out there to justify a rate where you could bring in some money, a rate we call some positive cash flow. You need to realize sometimes you're looking at someone else's business and they may be charging $20 rolling fee. Hell, that was 20 years ago. And yet they're still doing the same thing now because they haven't changed their mindset to keep it with the times. Last time I checked, gas went up a lot since COVID-19, and it's still going up. Back in the good old days, it was $4 a gallon in California. Those are the good days, pre-COVID. Oh, we're complaining then, we're complaining now. Especially here in LA, talking $6 a gallon on the cheap side. But those prices keep going up. The grocery store prices keep going up. And yet you're trying to compare your rates you want to charge to someone else who never changed their rates since 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. They're in a different mindset. They're trying to stay busy, staying broke. So how much can you make fingerprinting? It's up to you. Okay, then? There are some companies out there who now have government contracts. Do you think they came in the market of fingerprinting and said, hey, you know what? My competitor down there is charging $10 a rolling fee, $20 a rolling fee. I got to compete with them because I'm going to charge them $19. First, I'm charging $17. We're going to charge $15. Heck, we did that way, way back in the days until we got knocked aside of the head a couple of times and say, hey, you need to go ahead and change your mindset and charge them more. And I fought it myself. So, oh, no. I saw on the internet somebody in Bakersfield is charging $15, $17 a rolling fee. So we need to charge the same thing because that's the average out there because somebody told us we should be charging that. Who told you that? You were told by people who want you to keep the low rate. And we condition say, okay, we can keep the low rate that was going on for the past 10 years. While the police station from us here in Culver City is charging a $40 rolling fee for the past 5, 6 years. That's the police station, and they have a budget too. But yet, most of you guys watching this video right now are trying to compare your rates that you want to set out there to a lower rate. And these folks out there got budget, they're charging a lot more. Why can't you? Because it's us, our mindset's holding us back. So we want to ask us a question when they call it, hey, how much can I make? I'm going to tell you the truth. It's up to you. I'm going to share a story with you, and this is a true story. I'm going to let it slip out. No, I ain't going to hold on. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I need you to focus on your mindset. I tell you, when we changed ours, we got paid quite well. Very, very well. Server projects. You need to focus on what you have. Now, you may get calls like my friend here from Notary World. I get calls for live scans and I don't do those. That's okay. That is okay because sometimes people may say live scan, perhaps they're looking for ink card fingerprinting. Remember, live scan just means electronic fingerprinting. That's all it means. It doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. You may be in a state where you're not able to do live scan transmissions for your state. That's the right, but that company has that contract. You know what? They put into their mindset that, hey, we're going to brand ourselves. We're going to put ourselves in position to go up these government contracts down the line. They didn't do it overnight. It took them time. But now they're making a lot more money based off of volume. They didn't say how much I'm going to make for live scan. They're going to say, how can we take that contract from somebody else down the line where we not get that extra cash flow? So if you want to make money doing live scan fingerprinting, set out a plan. If you want state contracts down the line for the states that you may reside in, one has only one vendor that does the contracts, look at what they did. Look at the bid announcements they applied to get that contract. Figure out what they had to do to get to that level. Maybe you might get to that level down the line, maybe not. Who knows? But don't just focus on just one thing. If you want to make a lot of money in fingerprinting, think big. Focus on what you need to do right now. Start planting seeds to get to the next level. It's not the information you're getting from these folks out there. It's the transformation you need to do. Information will not get you paid. Transformation will get you paid. So when you start a business, focus on transformation. Don't try to find out information on how much other person is making, because that's on them. Your business model should be way better than theirs to bring in profits, to grow, to transform to the next level. A good tip is join an association like the National Life Association. Get involved with the SBA. They may have some business loans or grants out there that help you finance your business to the next level. Perhaps get additional machines, or perhaps get contracts. Or perhaps position your business where you're more branded and marketed down the line. You might get some contracts through ink card fingerprinting. There are a lot of folks out there doing ink card fingerprinting. Yes, they may say, oh, I'm doing live scan, but really they're hitting the print button to print out on ink cards. There's a lot of folks out there who are doing ink card fingerprinting. In the state, they could do live scan transmissions, but they make more money doing ink card fingerprinting. All right, a little nugget for you guys right now. When you set your prices, I'm going to take it back. I read some books where attorneys have these books, and these books share with them how to set their prices. And they try to avoid prices that end in 50 or 25 or 0 or 5, because it's a mindset about your prices. So when you have a price here and no reward, I love you. I'm there for you, nothing but tough love for you. But when you have a price where you charge a $50 price, there is no number crunch behind that. It's if the customer will feel like you just grab the number out the air. Now I'm happy. You charging $50 per card. Some folks are too scared to charge $20 because the customer is going to tell them you're charging too much. And you're going to fall for that out there and say, okay, the customer said I'm charging too much. Let me make it $18 versus $25 because they say I'm charging too much. If you listen to the customers, you're going to stay broke forever. We complain about the gas prices, but yet we're still getting the gas. We complain about the price of per pound for some chicken, yet we're still buying some chicken. We complain about the price of fruit out there, yet we still buying some fruit. We're going to complain all the time, but we still have to spend our money. We're going to go next to a barbershop and get a fresh haircut like Jay Devin, pay all that money. Or you're going to run over to a nail salon and get your nails done, spend them a lot more money. You're going to complain, but you're still going to get it done. Now, man. When you work on starting a business, please do your homework. I would strongly recommend, care what state you reside in, to start off doing ink card fingerprinting. It's a smaller business investment. Test the waters and start making money. I promise you, most of the time, for those folks out there trying to do all this extra due diligence, well, how much I'm going to make, how much I'm going to make, and do this cost analysis. I need to do the SWOT analysis. Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat means for SWOT analysis. They do all this extra analysis for months at a time trying to determine, should I jump into this industry here? And you know what? Go ahead. If you want to keep doing it, that's fine. But sometimes you need to figure out when you need to stop doing all that extra homework, trying to figure out, can you make money in the industry? Yes, you can. You're a notary out there. You guys jumped into it. You didn't do no 2 or 3 months evaluation, can I make money doing a notary? But you're spending more time trying to figure out, can I make money doing fingerprints? Let me save you some time. One ink card. If you listen to my friend out there in the notary world, she's charging $50 for one ink card for 15 minutes of work, maybe 15 minutes of work. While you're in California, because you're on the lucky side, you're charging $15 per signature. You got to do 3 signatures, 30, 40 minutes of work. While our friend out there making $50 for 15 minutes of work. So I just answered your question. Don't spend too much time trying to do all the extra work and evaluating how much you're going to make. You didn't do it when you were a notary. She made 15 minutes of work, or maybe less than 15 minutes work, $50 for one ink card. While we have to stamp in those journals, answer those questions, trying to get the paperwork right to make $45 for 3 signatures here in California. Or perhaps you might be in Florida. I think Florida is $10 per signature. Maybe it's Texas, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section what it is per signature. But if it's $10, you're doing 5 people, almost a damn hour, trying to figure things out sometime. And don't say you don't, it's not like that sometimes, because it is. I've been a notary since I'm dating myself. I did take a break. I've done it for a long ass time being a notary. One ink card is like doing 4 or 5 jurats. 3 in California. Some place you might get paid $3 or $4 per signature. But yet we spent more time trying to do the homework. Can we make money doing fingerprinting? Yes, you can. Take that extra time you could trying to figure things out and use that same time and invest in your fingerprint business for marketing and branding. You'll make more money in the next month or 2 doing that versus you trying to figure out 2 or 3 months from now, can I still make some money fingerprinting? Oh, I need to figure out because I'm not sure I can make money. Okay, then? Now, Lori Ward jumped and said, hey, I did 1 signature, got charged $60. I tell you what, she traveled. I know you traveled out there, girlfriend. I know you traveled. We can talk about the fee also. Okay. But I love her because she said, I charged $60 and got paid $70. She took that tip. Good. But take that money. You better take that money. It's out there. Great conversation. Look at the business as a profit center. It starts with a business plan, projection, goals, markup, services, profit, net profit, the basics. She's right about that. That's just the basics, folks. That's just scratching the surface. Okay, then? That's just scratching the surfaces. She haven't mentioned insurances for certain businesses you may have. In some industries, some vendors may require you to get some type of insurance on your Liv Scan device, especially if you got some type of financial plan, some type of finance plan going on with them there. Some places may require you to get a business license to fingerprint in that particular state, especially for Liv Scan. Not all states, but some states may have that requirement. Okay? Just put this in your mindset. You have to ask yourself, why do you want to fingerprint? Okay, not just because I need more money, but why you need more money. Okay, then? Will a couple of $100 a month help you out with that particular objective for the reason why you want to fingerprint? Say, for instance, I need $500 extra a month because I need to pay this extra bill because things popped up. Deduct that. Okay, if it's $500 and you're thinking like Miss Notary World out there, how many ink cards do you have to do that month to do $500? And she's charging $50 a card. Okay, then? She's charging $50 a card. And there's some agencies out there, especially in Sacramento, which is not an expensive place to live, is charging $57 for a rolling fee. But keep the math simple. If you need $500 a month, How many ink cards do you need to do to get to 500? And say you just charge them $50. Our price is above $50. Close, above it. Okay, then I'll let you do the math. I'm not going to teach you math in this course here, but how many ink cards do you need to do to get to $500 a month? And I promise she's doing more than that a month on ink cards. And I know why, and she knows why too. There's a demand for the service. Yes, I live in a state that does live scan transmissions to California. But you know what? You need to follow the money. Okay, then? You need to follow the money. My sister's getting paid out there. Them ladies out there getting paid. Just keeping them real. Our friend Paul Anderson Douglas finally got paid. I'm going to give a shout out, man, for those folks to know he's a member of the National Live Scan Association. Took our course in ink card fingerprinting. He received his first customer a couple of days ago, and he finally got paid his first customer. And I tell you right now, his mindset's changed. Because first was the hesitation. I did my research. I'm doing my research. Oh, okay, I know how to fingerprint. Okay, you said to charge them this much, but no. I can't charge them that much because I wouldn't charge that much. No, they're not going to pay me that much. I'm going to do it a little bit cheaper because I'll feel more comfortable because I think I might take advantage of them. No, they make you think like you're taking advantage of them, but you're not. You bring value to the table. Okay? You bring value to the table. You have a choice. You got a brand new car. You're going to get a detailed wash, or you're going to drive to some cheap gas station where you get the machines and scratch up your car. What you're going to do? Or you're going to do it yourself. All right? You can get your hair done, look good as JW. You're going to do it yourself, or you go someplace have them pay you to get it done. You guys got to figure that out. I should bring no reward in the session with her because she's right. You know, thank you out there. You know, she's speaking to half, she's reading, we just like that. We just like that. People will pay whatever you charge. Yes. If you don't ask them to pay you, they're not going to pay you because you're too scared to ask them what you truly deserve. Now, this session is going over to more like a mindset, which is a good thing here. I'm glad you guys are listening here. But how much can you make fingerprinting is really up to you. Don't be scared to charge them what you truly deserve. It's to benefit you to fingerprint them. Okay? If you want to make low payments from your customers paying you, that's on you. If you're going to send to me, well, they're only going to pay me $20 a card because their paperwork told them to ask me for $20 and I want that contract. That's on you. But you don't have to follow their rules. You got bills to pay. They're going to tell you, well, this police station is charging $25 per person for ink card fingerprinting. But you know what? They have a budget. You don't. You got bills. Your bills fund their budget. And like I said, there is a location in Sacramento. I won't mention what type of service it is, but they have a budget too. And I think they charge them $57 for rolling fee. So why can't you guys do the same thing? They're not doing all extensive marketing and branding because they have a big budget. Why can't you just go ahead and sometime slow your roll on all this extra due diligence trying to figure out how much you can make fingerprinting and just fingerprint and ask them for the money? Then you can figure out yourself real fast. Take that time trying to do all these special analysis and stuff and just figure out how you can get that first customer instead. And once you get the first customer, you're going to figure out a different way to get them more frequently. Paul, if you listen right here again, my brother, you need to figure out what you need to, hold on, folks. Hold on. Paul answered the question. Easiest $200 ever made and want more appointments as soon as possible. He took, big get with Notary World. She's at 500, man, or more. So she ain't playing around. Probably in a week. So you can make thousands of dollars per month if you get your head out your ass to start fingerprinting. It's up to you. I know some folks who made zero for months because they were too busy trying to do everything else. But once they got their first customer, the hunger kicked in. I'm Paul. All right? The hunger kicked in. He's hungry. He ain't playing around. Guys, I could talk a lot about this subject here. And a little side note on the side, we are making a course about this, but more in depth about how you can make money in the fingerprint industry. But basically, it's up to you what you want to do. There's some people out there making a couple of $100s a day, some making over $1,000 a day, some making over several $1,000s a month, some doing $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month in live scan services. I bet you the prices are right. Someone doing a lot more. They may have other locations. Okay, you need to think outside the box and focus on how you can get more money when you fingerprint. Right now, if you watch this video, you're at the point now you got enough information on your research. It's enough. I'm trying to help you out. It's enough. Start fingerprinting. If you don't know how to fingerprint, take a certification program. We do things a little bit differently, mentoring, coaching, but it works. Paul's first customer paid over $200. Just his first customer. I'll tell you what, he's making money now. Making money now. I'm about to say something else, but I'm going to hold off on that. Do your work. If you want more information, basic questions, join the National Live Scan Cafe group. Okay? Just go over to livescanuniversity.com and join the group. It's open to the public. Post your questions there, get some basic information there. We're not going to teach you a certification program there, but it's a good place to network, share some ideas, and grow your business. Our goal is to help you get transformational guidance. You want some basic information? Watch the YouTube channels. Our goal is for you to get transformation. That will get you to the next level. Not information, transformation. All right. We have to kicking butt today, folks. And I'm proud of you folks out there watching the session right now. I do appreciate this, what you're sharing with the public here. But focus on your pricing. And to answer you guys' question, we're charging $54 at the time of this recording for one ink card. Just one ink card. All right, then. Notary World's out there charging $50 per card. And I promise you're going to change your prices. It's going to happen. Because 54 is like easy to say versus saying 50. 54 is more soft and more acceptable. So I'm charging you $50. 54 is easier to the ears. Think about that. Hey, folks, 4 things I want to share with you. Be safe, have fun, get in trouble, but don't get caught. Bye for now, and I'll see you guys on the other side. And please, leave your comments below. We do appreciate that. And make sure you join the channel and also check out livescanuniversity.com and join the group. It's free information. Join the group.